Hello crafters, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video showing the new Universal Plates system from Spellbinders. I don't have any projects in this video, but I do have another video planned for you showing several cards created with the Spellbinders 3D embossing folders for which you do need this system. So this is the look at the new Universal Plates system from Spellbinders. What is it and do you need it? First of all, this system is designed to work with various die cutting machines, not just Spellbinders. It is compatible with the Sizzix Big Shot machines as well. The system features extended length plates, meaning you can use your slimline dies and your slimline size embossing folders here more easily. And the new system also has more layers. There are 6 different plates in total, allowing you to easily work with products from various manufacturers, mainly all of the different thickness embossing folders. So you can have different configurations. You can build different sandwiches as you are creating. So there are 7 pieces in this set because you get 2 clear cutting plates, but there are 6 different types of plates. And that's why they call it universal, as it is supposed to be compatible with pretty much every die cutting or embossing product on the market today. The back of the packaging shows all 7 plates and lists all products it is compatible with. Now, there's a special page on the Spellbinders website that has lots more information on compatibility and sandwich information. Now, the cutting platform is now divided into 2 pieces to allow for more configurations of products, including 3D embossing folders and more products from other manufacturers that would previously not work with a Spellbinders Platinum machine. This system also includes an adapter plate and shim to get that perfect amount of pressure needed for assorted thickness of dies, embossing folders, and different cutting materials. Now, let's take it out of the packaging and look what's inside. For comparison purposes, I'm going to bring my Platinum 6 platform so that you can see the difference between the two. The current platform is much shorter, which makes it somewhat difficult to work with the slimline size products. Here's the slimline embossing folder. It is as long as the current platform. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot use it with a current platform and plates. You absolutely can, and I have used it many times. But the new plates system does make it easier. The current platform is also thicker compared to the new platform. And this is done, the new platform is thinner to allow you to accommodate the new 3D folders. You cannot really emboss with the new 3D folders using the current plate system in the Platinum machines from Spellbinders. There isn't a proper plate for that, a proper plate to build a sandwich. The old silver Spellbinders plate, if you have it from years ago, that one is the perfect thickness, but it is no longer manufactured. And the only other way to emboss with 3D embossing folders in the Platinum machines, if you're using the old or the current plates, is if you shim them with cardstock, but that will not give you consistently good results. The new plates system has also an alphabetic naming system. The base platform is A, the platform top is B, and so on. Notice the platform top has a thickening in the center, allowing for more pressure in the center of the rollers of your machine. And this is handy for those very intricate dies. And this thickening runs along the length of the plate. Next, we have 2 cutting plates, and these are named C. So we have A, B, and now C. I've not used my plates yet, so they are crystal clear. But of course, as you use yours, they will develop cut marks and will wear off in time, as all cutting plates do. Next, there is an adapter plate D, and this is the one you'll want to use to emboss with the Spellbinders 3D embossing folders. The same sandwich will also emboss the Stamping Up 3D embossing folders and the Creative Expressions 3D folders and some other 3D folders as well. Next, we have E embossing mat. And this is the one used to dry emboss with the dies, or it can be used to emboss with stencils or for fun techniques where you can create custom embossing with your die cuts. And finally, we have a thin plastic shim F. You'll need to use this in rare cases when you need to increase the pressure if you have one of those stubborn, intricate dies that will not cut. I'm sure you would rather see the new plate system in action, so I have filmed some short clips using it. Here I have one of the new Spellbinders 3D folders. I'm adding a sheet of cardstock inside of the folder and going to emboss it in my limited edition Aqua die cutting machine. This is the same size machine as the Platinum 6, and this plates system will work in the Platinum 6 machine as well. I have the A platform base, the embossing folder with the paper inside, and covering this with a D adapter plate. Sending this through the machine to emboss. And look at that, beautiful 3D embossing. Now, if you want to emboss with a regular embossing folder, or also known as a 2D embossing folder, you'll need to add a B platform top onto your A's platform base. So add your B plate. Next, add your 2D embossing folder with the paper inside, and cover that with a C cutting plate. So not the adapter plate, but the C cutting plate, and emboss. And here's the result. Beautiful 2D embossing, flatter embossing. To compare the two, here are the two panels side by side. The 3D is much deeper and detailed, and the 2D is still beautiful, but a little bit flatter. Now, if you want to die cut using your new plates system, the sandwich is A platform, B platform top, C cutting plate, your die and paper. The die can go either blade up or down, it doesn't matter. I prefer it to go blade down. This way I can see where I position the blade on the paper, and then I cover this with another C cutting plate. This particular die cut fine, even though this is a very large and detailed die, and all of the little stitching holes are nice and cut. Now, if you have a stubborn die that does not want to cut, this is where you can add the F shim. You need to place it under the C cutting plate over the B platform, just like so. Now, don't cut into the shim. The shim is not a cutting surface, it's just a shim. You need to layer it under your cutting surface to increase the pressure. Now, to emboss with a die, there are some dies that have special detail added to them, and it looks beautiful when you dry emboss it after die cutting. So to do that, the sandwich is the following: A platform base, B platform top, die with the paper inside. The blade of the die is facing up this time. Next, add the E embossing mat and the D adapter plate, and roll that through the machine to emboss. This adds beautiful texture to your die cuts, and this also is the same sandwich you'll use to dry emboss with stencils. In my next video, I'm showing several cards created with the new Spellbinders 3D embossing folders and the partial embossing technique using the Universal Plates system. Thanks so much for joining me today. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.